Welcome, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a right triangle. This length measures 10 units and this is the height. And inscribed is a circle that touches the triangle at these 3 points. And the circle also has a radius of 2 units. The question is find the height of the triangle. We want to find this height. Now, how do you do that? Is it something you can do? Relax, I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now, to answer this, all you need to do when you see this kind of question is to target the intersecting points. Let me show you how that is possible. Remember that the question has given us the radius. The line from the center touching any part of the circumference is the radius. So it means I can generate as many radii as possible, and I'm going to target those ones that will intersect. Remember also that this line has become the tangent of the circle. So in that case, I'm going to target this part of this. So I'm going to get my radius drawn from here to touch this point. Let's do that. So if you do it, this is what you have. So this is also my radius, and it also measures 2 units. I can also generate as many as possible. So I'm also targeting these points. So if I do that, this is what I have. So I get my radius, and it's also 2 units. If from here to here is 2 units, automatically this length will also be 2 units. And if from here to here is 2, this is also 2. So here is also 2 units. Now, what do you do next? Remember that this total length is given as 10. So I am free to adjust this so that I will have, this is the total length given as 10. It means that if I want to get this remaining part of this base, I will do 10 subtract 2, and that gives me 8. So that when I add 2 and 8, it gives me back 10 units. I've not changed anything. Now, what other things should we do? If you go back also, you see that from here to here has been given as 2. And remember that the total length is h. So I can also adjust it so that from here down to this part is going to be h minus 2. So that if I add this and this, it gives me a total length of h. I still haven't changed anything. So what do you do next? At this point, remember this theorem. Let me remind you of that. This is a circle drawn, and these are the tangents touching each other at this point. If this is the center, this is your radius, and this is also your radius. We said that these two tangents are equal to each other. We call this the tangent and the tangent theorem. Now, how will this help us in answering this question? Let's go back to the question. Observe carefully that we said that this line is the tangent to the circle. And from here to here, you have seen measures 8 units. We can also get another. Go back. I remember I told you target the intersecting point. So we can take this to this part. And at this point, you see that this to this should be equal with what you have here. Did you see that? Obeying this theorem. So it means that this length is also going to give us 8 units. Now, what do you do next? Go back again. Observe also that from here to here, did you see, is given as this. And it should also be the same with from here down to this point, obeying the same theorem. So in that case, if here to here is h minus 2, this will also be h minus 2. And what does it mean? We can now get this total length. So to get the total length, what do? It's just for you to add these two. And when you have h minus 2 add 8, it's going to give you h plus 6. So it means that this is h plus 6. Now that you have found the information we need, we have known this total length, we have known this total length as 10, and this total length as h. And remember that this is your right triangle. Just remember to make use of your Pythagorean theorem each time you are working with the size. Let me show you how to do that. Bringing out the shape, this is what we have. This length measures 10 units. This measures h plus 6, and this measures height. It's right angles here. Now we are applying Pythagorean's theorem like we said. Remember that the side that is opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse, the longest side. So applying Pythagorean's theorem, we have it at the longest side, square it, so it's going to be h plus 6 squared. It should be equal to the square of the two legs summed. So we square these two legs and sum them, and that gives us h plus 6 plus 10 squared. So if you simplify this, you are going to remember, for us to expand this, just remember for every a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Let's apply this algebraic identity on this. Let's do that together. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn tutorials. If you love what, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for the more tips you'll get, and make sure the notification bell is on because you'll get updates from us every day. Thank you, and let's keep doing this to have. Obeying this identity, this is going to give us h squared plus, use 2 to multiply this as we have it here. So you have 2 multiply h multiply 6, then plus b squared. This is our b, which is 6 squared, and is equal to h squared plus 10 squared will give us 100. We keep solving to now have h squared, multiply this, it gives us 12h, 6 squared will give us 36, is equal to h squared plus 100. So what do you think we should do next? At this point, we can subtract the h squared from both sides. So if you do that, this will cancel out, this will cancel out. So you are left with 12h plus 36 is equal to 100. And what do we do next? Let's remove this, is positive. So you subtract 36 from both sides. And when you do that, 12h, subtract this is gone out. So we are left with, subtract this, we are going to have 64. And what do we do next? This is 12h. So what you do next is to get h, and to remove 12 as a coefficient, you divide by 12. So we divide both sides by 12. Let's take it to this part. So from here, we now have our h is equal to, how many 12 can we find in 64? We have 5, remaining 4 12ths. And we can simplify this, divide this by 4, and divide this by 4. So when you do that, you have h is equal to 5. If you divide this is 1, this gives you 3. So it gives you 5 and 1/3 as the value of the height. You can also have it as h is approximately 5.33 as also the value of the height. So these two values are correct. And I hope you really learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn tutorials. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. To have a lovely day. Bye.